Hey guys, it's David with Architect's Griddle. As promised, on Friday we have a couple cooks going on today. One is going to be a sausage, cheese, cracker, and then we also have another side dish that we're preparing as a real light brunch lunch. And then later on today we're going to do the hibachi. But right now we've already boiled the local sausage that's made at a local supermarket down here in South Louisiana. And it's called Robbie's is the supermarket. They have great meats that they season in-house and they prep in-house, and so much better than going to Walmart and buying some meat. So anyway, this is the beef and pork sausage. One of the challenges with sausage is trying to make it cook in the center without scorching the outside. So what we've done, one of the methods is to boil the sausage, and it doesn't look pretty, it's gray and kind of nasty looking, but then you take it and you put it on the griddle and you brown it up real good. So we expect this to come out nice. We've never done this before. It's another experience. It is a local sausage, and our side dishes are also local, and we're going to get this going on the griddle right now. As you can see, it is just a little gray and funny looking, not very appetizing, but it is actually cooked through and through. But we're going to go ahead and put it on the grill. We're going to let it start to brown. We're going to check the temperature, just make sure we're not scorching it. It looks okay. Next step is we're going to steam it and put a dome over it right here. This sausage is going to cook some more, and it's going to brown, and it's going to come out amazing. It's time to flip it. Let's see how it is, make sure we're not burning it. Like I always say, the number one rule at the Architect's Griddle is there's no mistakes unless you burn it. So let's see. All right, it's cooking nicely. You can see some of the oils coming out into the center, and it's cooking in its own juices and browning. Let's flip this guy. That's what we're looking for. That's going to give us a good flavor, a good taste. And again, it was already cooked when it was boiled. And we're going to go ahead and steam it again. Crank up the heat a little bit. In just a few more minutes like this, and we'll be ready to pull it off, slice it and dice it, and we'll put it with the rest of our meal. Guys, we're going to check it again. Make sure it's cooking okay and we're not burning it. So flip it over. It's looking nice and brown. You can see the goal is not to cut the casing and have it lose all the juices, but you have to have it cooked through and through. So we're going to go ahead and try to stretch this out a little bit. We're going to do it again. We're going to steam it one more time. And that sizzle and the smell is amazing. This is going to be a great cook. Okay, it's ready, almost ready to come off. There's a little bit more cooking required. It's almost cooked completely through and through. It's probably ready for most people's taste, but I like to have it a little extra cooked, especially when you're dealing with pork. This piece just broke off when we were opening it up. It looks beautiful. The golden brown color is what we're looking for. It gives it some extra flavor, but also a little bit different texture as well. So right now, I'm just going to cut it. You can see this sausage is cooked through and through. We're going to brown it just a little more. The reason I'm cutting it is so I can brown it all the way around. And it's only going to be this way for just a little bit. But you can see it's not dried out yet, which is good. And you see the brown color here? The browning is amazing. So we're going to steam it one more time. And then it will come off. That's some sizzle, huh? All right, I think we have avoided burning the sausage, so that's good. We're gonna pull it off. I'm sure it's golden brown and perfect for eating. And we're gonna take it in, we're gonna prep it, and we're gonna show you an amazing final product. Let's see. absolutely perfect. It's fully cooked on the inside and golden brown. This is what we're looking for right here. A little bit crispy casing, and the inside is tender and still moist. Oh yes, this is what we want. Perfectly cooked sausage. The boiling at the beginning is what made this possible. Otherwise, this would all be scorched to try to cook the inside of the sausage. Okay, here's our raw Havarti cheese from Wisconsin, like we talked about. And it's not a local product, but it's a domestic product, which is cool. And we're gonna slice this up so people can make their cracker sandwich with sausage and Havarti. This may not be the right knife for cutting this cheese, but it'll be all right. This cheese is so soft, you need a really sharp knife to cut it right. And this is the part where we speed up the video. And now we'll make them cracker size, cut them in half. That'll work. And let's grab a sausage. I always like to cut them at an angle if it'll cut right. It's extremely hot right now. It gives you kind of an oblong shape instead of just a round shape, but that's just the designer in me. Wow, that looks amazing. And then what we do is we have two different types of crackers. We have a wafer cracker that's paper thin and almost like a crisp tortilla. And then we have a water cracker, which is very cracker-like, and I don't even believe this is salted. And these wafers are actually sesame flavored, so you can have a plain or a sesame flavored one. But the way you build this sausage sandwich cracker is you take a piece of meat that's still hot, place it on the cracker, and then you take a piece of cheese and set it on the meat. The only way you eat this is not in 2 bites. You eat it just like this. Right now, the sausage is entirely too hot. And my eyes are watering because of that. You almost choked. But in my mouth, because the sausage is so hot. But what you get is the melting cheese with the sausage that has a little spice to it in the crisp crunch of the wafer cracker. And it is an amazing hors d'oeuvre, or even a great light brunch when you don't want to cook a heavy meal. The other side to this is you have the meaty, creamy, savory sausage cheese cracker. Is the complement to this, which would be taking a cracker, dipping it in the local Tabasco pepper jelly, and getting a slice of cream cheese off with it. And this is a sweet and spicy complement to the savory sausage cracker. And I'll make a few of these just so you can see. It's kind of fun to let guests serve themselves and kind of make their own. Some people like a little more jelly than cream cheese, and vice versa. And sometimes people just like the sausage on the cracker without the cheese. And then the kids like just the crackers with the cheese only. So it's a great compliment as a brunch or an hors d'oeuvre. That's it for today's Architect's Griddle. I'm gonna go drink some cold water so I can remove the burn from my tongue, but it was a good one.